On this week's episode of One Up Me, companies continue to drop out of E3, PS4 gets some more remote play, and we finally get a Nintendogs sequel. Enjoy the show.
Hope everybody out there is doing well this week. My name is Ryan. I'm joined as always by my co-host Jordan Sims, and this is One of Me, episode 48. And as I talked about on a couple weeks, I don't know, I'm not sure when it was, but the saga for me to get a PlayStation Vita continues. I'm going to, my mom's birthday is today. No, it was yesterday. And me and my brother are going to go visit her today. And I'm going to go by GameStop and I'm going to go by Game Exchange and see if they have a Vita. And if they do, and if it's at a reasonable price, I'm going to pick it up.
Whoop whoop. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Ryan's mom, if she listens to the podcast. If not, still happy birthday.
No, I don't think she does. I'm not even sure she knows I do a podcast. I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
I know I've told her multiple times. I'm not sure she actually knows.
Well, that's okay.
She probably doesn't even know what a podcast is. I don't know. She's like, you mean YouTube?
It's like, yes, yeah, we upload it to YouTube, so she's kind of correct. Just jumping on that taxi driver of PS Vita. I actually bought a PS Vita.
Wait, repeat that last thing.
Taxi
driver?
Jumping on a taxi driver. I was trying to say jumping in a taxi, and then I was thinking of Crazy Driver, or Crazy Taxi, that video game that's kind of cool. And then
I never played it. But I know what you're talking about.
And then it just became jump on the taxi driver. So don't go jumping on any taxi drivers. I'm sure they're nice people.
They're just trying to get home and feed their family.
Exactly. So
every taxi driver has a family at home. That's a fact.
They're just
trying to feed their family.
That is a fact. So I don't know. I just got the itch to get a PS Vita. Yes, I know y'all know that I had one. I gave it to Ryan. It stopped working. And then I
think he knew it was gonna happen. Like he smelled it in the water. He's like, "This thing's about to break. I'm gonna dump it off on Ryan."
So yeah, I went on an adventure and I found like one that I really wanted, and it was like $20 cheaper than what I paid now for this one. And I literally texted Ryan about it. Went back and opened up eBay, and it was gone. And I was like, okay, well today, screw anything else I was gonna do today. And it was just an adventure of scouring the internet, watching compilations, videos on YouTube, and then finally ended up buying one. And
I really want to find one like in the wild, as I call it.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to have to get something that expensive shipped if I don't have to.
Exactly. And I'll be open. I only spent, I think it was $140 for a Japanese one, a red Japanese one. Let me open up.
You got a Japanese one?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it because the red one wasn't available in the U.S. and I really wanted a red one. Yeah, correct. I paid $144.68 U.S. with free shipping.
Wow. I mean, I guess it wasn't like I know the sunburnt orange one is.
Way more
expensive.
That one's really hard to find, and I also got a screen protector and Persona 4 Golden, which was new.
So good, man. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna buy that too.
And then I got and since it's used but it's in good condition, it didn't come with a charger, so I bought one of those as well. My local GameStop does have a PS Vita, but they're asking like $200 and something for it. I think it's $220 or $219.
It's probably new.
No, it's used.
That's weird. GameStop, I think they're legitimately, that's like GameStop's website has them listed at like $70 cheaper than that.
Maybe. I also didn't read the tag that far. I just read $219, and it
sounds like a new. That sounds
like
a new
it might be a
price.
new one, and who knows? I might buy another one in the future because who knows? It's definitely something that I want to own. I'm excited to own it. I haven't cracked open the Persona 4 Golden yet, but I did want to share that with y'all because I'm pretty excited. I think I'm gonna start collecting PS Vita stuff, and I'm definitely gonna start collecting GameCube stuff.
You just keep stealing my ideas, Jordan.
No,
I'm not gonna lie, it's pissing me off.
No, you keep having good ideas, and I
was like, I'm gonna get the Catherine box set because I love Catherine, and then Jordan was like, I'm gonna get it too.
And then Ryan didn't get it.
I'm like, I'm gonna collect GameCube games, and he's like, I'm gonna get that too.
Okay, fine. Yeah. I'll start collecting.
And we're gonna live in the same apartment, so our room's apparently gonna look exactly the same.
I highly doubt that. I have a
I'm
lot.
gonna like walk out to like go to school or work or something one day, and he's gonna be wearing like the exact same outfit as me, and then I'm gonna be scared for my life.
I mean, yeah, especially if we add another person into the cookie mix. So
Now, if he starts wearing it too, I'm just gonna leave one day. If we get another roommate and they also, or if we're all three wearing the exact same clothes, I'm gonna just move out without telling. I'm gonna walk out of the house with my keys and wallet, and then I'm gonna call a moving company to get my stuff the next day.
okay, so
I'm not messing around with that. No.
okay,
But
so
yeah,
what you're
being
saying
really
is you
awesome.
you don't want to be in a gang. Got it.
I don't think gangs. I think they just wear like the same colors. I don't.
We can
I
do
think
that.
If, like the blood, like you walked up and you're like, "Yo, man, we're both Bloods or Crips or Latin
whatever.
Kings." Is that a thing?
Sure, I think
I've heard that
everything
in
is a
movies and
thing.
stuff, and you're both wearing the exact same thing. And they were like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Yeah, man, we're the same colors." It's like, "Yeah, same colors, not the same exact thing."
Gang 101 with one up me.
Gang 101 with one on me, exactly. Apparently, have you seen this? I'm not really surprised, honestly, though, that from what Cyberpunk 2077, the people who are making it have said, it seems like it's still going to be ways out.
Correct. Yeah, I watched a YouTube video on it that Sony released, or PlayStation, whatever you want to call them, on their YouTube channel. It was a 5-minute video, had some narration, showed some footage we've seen before, and just kind of had some of the people that worked on the game talking about it. And, I didn't think there was going to be a release date at the end. And after...
That would be insane and really weird.
It would be really weird just to release it like that. I will say today, the day that we're recording, Cyberpunk tweeted on their Twitter their 2077th tweet, and it wasn't a release date. It was just one of those, hey, thank you so much, we appreciate you all, and that's really all it said. But
I'm thinking this might be honestly like a launch, like a PS5, Xbox 2, launch window game or something. Maybe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know we talked privately about how I don't think, before I think because I can't remember what I said. I had a feeling it might be a 2019 game, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I have heard some people think that, but I think that's kind of lofty.
But
Very lofty.
But now I'm definitely getting the vibes of 2020, maybe even 2021, and honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if it took as long as 2022, because
I just want them to make a good game.
Exactly. That is
I'm not going to try to rush them at all. I mean, they make masterpieces. That's
Exactly.
just what they do.
That's my main concern. It'll come out when it's ready, and that's what the 5-minute video ended by saying. It'll come out when it's ready, and I'm 100% fine with that.
I'm kind of curious about the PC, because
The PC port of the game.
How strong your PC will have to be and stuff. Because part of me wants to play it on PC because it looks like it's going to be somewhat of an FPS according to the game footage we got.
Yeah,
last year.
I agree. I was thinking that too, but then I first kind of thought, they haven't really talked about it being on PC, have they? I can't remember.
I'm sure it'll be on PC.
So
I'm sure
that would be
a PC launcher.
Oh yeah, true.
That'd be weird if it wasn't on PC.
That is a good point. Now that I tie all those knots together, I'm like you. I am curious about this. I'm curious to see what the minimum settings it would need to even run this thing.
I may have to upgrade my rig here. I don't know if I decide to play it on PC. They also gave a little more information. Like, if you don't know, the game is based on a board game from years ago. I believe it's from the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's not only based in 2077 instead of like 2020. I believe the original board game is called like Cyberpunk 2020, but it's not. It's based in like an alternate universe. So basically, I think what they're saying is don't try to look at the board game and figure out what's going to happen.
Exactly. And they said, the narrator said in the video, this is so it's put in a different timeline so that they can pay homage to the original, like to the source material, and also be able to do their own thing in a video game medium, which I think is awesome. I really do. I think they're going to do a great job. And I like the back and forth of information they're having. I like them being open with us as a community, saying, "Hey, this is what's going on. Here's some information." There you go.
Apex Legends hit 50 million downloads.
Yeah, that's crazy. 50 million players. That is, man, that's a lot. That is so many.
That's insane. They hit 50 million players in right around a month, it seems.
Yeah, that's quick. And I don't know. I kind of like patted myself on the back a little bit, and it's like I helped with that. I'm one of those players. So it's.
I did this. This is my achievement.
I did it. I helped. Man, that game is really good, and they seem.
It's very, very good. It feels amazing. I mentioned this in a previous episode, but I finally get Battle Royale. At least it's, the hype.
Yeah, it's definitely. There's just something about getting in a Discord call or Skype or Team, whatever you use to communicate with your friends, and just talking and just having a ball playing Apex Legends together. It's just so much fun.
Apparently, Fortnite hit 200 million downloads last November.
Dang.
It
Okay.
took it says well over a year, according to IGN.
Man,
it took them well over a year. That's still an
a
insane
ton.
number. Anyone who says that Fortnite is dead you're out of your mind.
Exactly. Fortnite's not going anywhere. They're doing great stuff.
I may not like the gameplay. I may not like a lot of things, but they definitely do some things right. I mean, they have a lot of players, obviously. So.
Exactly. And this new update, apparently they've released a volcano, and I'm not interested in the game, but I thought it was.
Play as a volcano?
No, that'd be cool though. They just released a area that has a volcano. I think the last world they did had like a bunch of snow and stuff for wintertime or whatever, and then this new world has like a volcano. You can, I don't know, who knows? Maybe you can do tricks over it or something. It's Fortnite, you never know. But I think it's cool.
The Apex released a short little video. It's pretty funny. I actually recommend going to watch it. It's with some other numbers. They said 158 million finishers, 1.23 billion ultimates, and 31 billion, those last two numbers are what they be, pings have been placed. There have also been 170 million respawns. So come on, people, we gotta start respawning more. Come on, we gotta get respawn up to the billions.
That's right. I agree. For those of you that follow Apex Legends, I'm sure you already know this, but just a quick little tidbit. They did release some patch notes. Go check them out wherever you get your Apex Legends news. I recommend the Reddit. It's a great place. They do.
Main thing I will say that I took away is that they nerfed the Wingman and the Peacekeeper, but they both still seem to be good. They just kind of balanced them somewhat.
Correct.
And they announced that they are trying to work on a solution to the hitboxes. I think that they probably just need to make them more accurate. Like Pathfinder's hitbox is just not accurate at all.
No, not at all.
I know like in games such as Call of Duty, all the hitboxes are the same, but that's because the character models seem to be the same size, from what I can tell. But in games like Overwatch and in this game, obviously the characters are very different sizes, so it would be really, really weird to shoot a foot above Wraith's head and hit her.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
That wouldn't make any sense. Or, have to shoot Pathfinder's chest to hit him. That would be weird. So I think the solution is just to make them more accurate. Dude, I am so excited for the Apex Legends Battle Pass.
Me too. I keep finding myself thinking about it. I put some money away. Obviously, it's not going to be that much money.
I should be like $10.
Yeah, But I was like, okay, I want to have the money aside for this. Not that I needed to do that, but I just wanted to be able to boom, buy it, done, have it, and put it into my.
As long as my bank doesn't actually let me buy it. Oh my gosh,
man, yeah.
You mean EA? I can't buy something from EA.
It's like
I mean, they did bought one of my purchases from Steam. I may have told this story on the podcast before.
Yeah, I think you have.
I have, yeah, where I tried to buy something from Steam, and then I drove off to get gas, and I was in the middle of nowhere, legitimately, and they're like, the dude behind the counter is like, it says your bank, like, shut off your debit card. So I had to call my bank so I could get gas, so I wouldn't get murdered in the middle of nowhere.
That's the worst thing ever, calling your bank. It's just terrible.
The dude on it was the dude who answered the phone was super helpful. But
well, that's good.
Helpful, but Oh my gosh, it's almost as ridiculous as Turok coming to the Switch.
I saw this and I never was able to play the original, and I
Dude,
might.
I used to watch my older brother play stepbrother play Turok a lot on the N64.
Hmm.
'Cause my mom wouldn't let me play it, so if I played it, I would have to either watch him or kind of sneak around and play it.
Gotcha.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm actually weirdly excited about this.
I might play this. I'm probably gonna get this because I like guns, I like dinosaurs, and I'm really enjoying my Nintendo Switch. So I'm
Is
definitely.
he Native American? I think he is.
Yeah.
Is he-
I'm not.
it's such a weird.
I'm not sure, honestly. So it's just I like dinosaurs in video games. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but
Well, I guess you could talk about Horizon later. I
yeah,
was going to say, speaking of dinosaurs and video games, but if you are interested in Turok for some reason, like I am, I just want to see if it was actually good.
same. I
I
never
remember
got
liking
to
it, but-
experience it. So
But did you actually ever play it?
no, I've only ever watched like clips and stuff online. I've never actually played it myself. No.
Okay.
So yeah, that's really.
Well, it says I wanted to say that apparently they are available on Xbox One on became available about a year ago.
Okay.
But as for the Nintendo Switch, the where is it? It says Turok will be sinking its teeth into the Switch on March 18th, and apparently Turok 2 will also be coming sometime. But I don't see where any announcement for a date or a window or anything like that. So just kind of keep your eyes out, I would say, for the greatest FPS of all time.
That's
It
right.
will come to Switch soon.
You heard it here first. Greatest FPS ever. We got some new games that are coming out this week, though. The Division 2 is going to be playable on PC, PS4, and Xbox One, as well as Devil May.
Are you gonna play that? Do you have any interest in that?
No, not at all.
I actually
Zero.
kind of do because Destiny. I always liked Destiny, or I liked the mechanics of Destiny, but it had nothing. And Anthem looks like a garbage can on fire with acid on it.
That's.
So
I'd wear a
I don't know,
T-shirt.
maybe
with that
I'm
on
gonna
there.
look at reviews and stuff and see if anybody in my circle wants to play. I'm not saying I'm just gonna drop $60 for it or whatever, but I just say I'm interested in it because I was interested in the first one, but I didn't have any kind of internet really at the time.
Exactly.
So I'm actually slightly interested in this. I will say.
Well, I will say if you pick it up, I mean, I'll get it to play with you because why
Maybe we
not?
can get somebody else to play with us or something.
I mean, I will. Am I interested in it? No. Do I enjoy playing games with my friends? Yes. So I'll spend $60 to play it with you. Sure, why not? The next game is Devil May Cry 5. It's going to be coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox. So I'm kind of interested in this.
It's got really good reviews. Really, really good reviews.
Devil May Cry is something that I like the art. Music is cool. I like character design. I think I played a demo for the fourth one. But other than that, I never really dove into... his name's Dante, right? Yeah, Dante.
I believe so.
Yeah, I never dove into his life, never wore his shoes for a day, sort of a thing. I just never did. I know it's a great franchise. People love it to death. So I might watch a video on it or two and kind of see what's up, and then decide from there.
It looks really cool. I don't know if I'll get it or not. We also have I forgot to write down, but Toe Jam and Earl, which is a weird game from the 90s. There's a new one coming out. Actually, at the time of this podcast, it seems like it's already out. So if you are interested in that, you can go check that out on, I believe, all three major platforms.
Yeah, I believe I saw that it was coming out on everything.
PS4, Xbox One, and is it on Switch? Yes, it seems like it will be on Switch as well. And there's also a 3DS game, I guess I could of note. Kirby's Epic Yarn is coming out. It's already come out by the time you'll be listening to this. So if you still have a 3DS and you never played, I guess it's a remake or a port of Kirby's Epic Yarn. But let me check.
What's with Nintendo and all these yarns, man? All these yarn games.
they have like this arts and crafts thing that they like. They got Yoshi's Woolly World, Kirby's Yarn, Paper Mario. So they're like
The
excited about
Nintendo cardboard stuff, Labo.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, it appears from what I can tell that this is a. I could be wrong, but it does appear that this is some sort of port. It looks interesting. It looks like it has good reviews. So if you have a 3DS and you never played this game, I would say maybe check it out.
There you go. Sounds cool.
Exit out a Metacritic real quick. As far as I can tell, though, that is all the major releases of the week. But Jordan, earlier you did mention something about dinosaurs in video games, and I happen to know that you are currently playing a game with dinosaurs in video games. That was I said that really weirdly. You're playing cool. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I am. So for those of you that know, I've mentioned this on the podcast. I went into Horizon Zero Dawn blind. For some reason, for the longest time, I got it confused with No Man's Sky. Don't ask me how that happened.
That's so bizarre to me.
Yeah.
So did you buy it thinking that's what it was?
No, not at all. By the time I bought it, obviously I saw the cover of the game, realized it was not Horizon. It was not No Man's Sky, and it was only like less than $10 for that and the DLC. So I bought it, popped it in, went in blind, only knew that there was a girl on the cover and that she uses a bow. That's it. I didn't know anything else. So everything has been, I didn't look at any reviews, nothing. Everything's been a fresh surprise for me. And I'm about 6 hours in. And wow, it's getting like, not that it takes 6 hours to get good, just that I find myself thinking about the story, wondering what's going to happen next. I like that there are choices, based on, different choices. Like, do you want to have like a smart remark here? Do you want to have like a loving remark? Do you want to have, like a thoughtful, or like an aggressive, that's the word I'm looking for, an aggressive response here. And so it's a lot of stuff's happened in 6 hours. It's definitely, I like where it's headed. I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I posted a little bit about it on Twitter, and one of my friends on there was like, just wait till you get to the end. You're going to be like the rest of us and, want a sequel. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really take that as a spoiler. I just took that as a, keep on. This is going to be a cool adventure. And it has been. I really enjoyed the combat. I love the world, the way it looks. I really like the machines because they remind me of Zoids, and I'm a big Zoids fan. I really enjoy mechs and robots and machines with personalities and stuff, and it's been a really, really cool adventure so far, and I'm excited to play more of it and to also see your thoughts on it when you start playing it. I have
not played it yet. I do have it. It's on my in my backlog. I kind of got turned off of it because I'm not a big mech person or a big dinosaur person, so I was kind of like, I don't know. But I got it. It was so cheap on Black Friday. I picked it up, and I've heard such good reviews about it that I will play it, but I have not started it yet.
Exactly, and that's why I haven't openly talked about details, because I know you are going to play it, so I'm just trying to talk about it loosely. I will say, if you have the money and you have a PS4, check out Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a great experience.
We've both been playing Apex, of course. Still a great game. Still waiting on as we mentioned earlier, still waiting on that pack to drop. I'm sure I'll buy that. But yeah, still enjoying it immensely. I purchased Pokemon Conquest at a local game store that has a bunch of used games, and that's a good game. It's like a Pokemon Fire Emblem type game. And then I believe Jordan bought it as well.
I did.
When he saw that I got it. Once again, copying me.
I know. Look, that just means I look up to you. Okay, you're my role model.
I'm not saying I hate you or anything, but
I know. I need to become my own person. Okay, I get it. Don't worry. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You're gonna move in and have in the same clothes as me, aren't you?
No. I highly. If I had to put money on it, I would assume we do not own any of the same articles of clothing at all.
No, no. Do you even own a T-shirt?
Yes, I'm wearing a SpongeBob T-shirt right now.
The first time I saw you wearing a T-shirt, it was actually weird.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I was also wearing shorts that day too. So
yeah, that's right. That was super weird.
It was hot that day. So.
The only time I've ever seen, I've seen it when we go on Pokemon trips. I've noticed that I noticed that you like slept in a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I guess it would be weird if you went to bed in like a button up.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. I
I guess
do.
some people get, especially in movies and old like I Am Lucy type stuff, wore those pajamas.
Yeah.
There's no way anybody actually wears those, right?
I don't know. I'm sure maybe some people do.
I cannot. Oh my gosh, I cannot imagine.
It
No.
can't be comfortable.
No, there's no way. I mean, they look like they're made out of silk or something, but still,
Yeah.
I can't do that. Pokemon Conquest is good though.
It is
I'm
good.
looking forward to continuing to play it.
It's been a nice little sit down at the end of the day, just kind of chill out. It actually, and I like this, it made me, one, find where I put my 3DS, two, update it, and three, actually turn it on and play it. And actually, it's a fun little game. I like it. And then
I really like the Nintendo. Pretty much all the I guess until the Switch recently, all their systems have been backwards compatible,
which is really nice. It is really nice. So I've been enjoying Pokemon Conquest. I played some Ape Out, and I still can't get. So I did find out from listening to a podcast that 4 mini levels make up a main, like a big level sort of a thing. So I'm still on part 2 of level 1. I just can't get past it. I got to learn, where some of the people.
Difficult?
I'd say it's difficult if you're not paying attention. And at the time when I was playing that, I was trying to multitask, like listen to some stuff, read some stuff while playing it on a different screen. So you don't have to give it your full attention, but I will say if you don't know some of the enemies, some of their sight lines and stuff, you will get gunned down pretty quickly, but it's still enjoyable. One of the things that really makes Ape Out is just go to YouTube, type in Ape Out, and then put music after it. That jazz music is awesome. I could definitely see myself buying this soundtrack and listening to it because, one, I really do enjoy music. I enjoy like classical music and jazz and other things like that. But this music is really, really cool. It goes with like the kind of the beat, things change. Like if you get shot, the music will change, or if you bust through a window, all the little ditties and little songs and stuff. It's really, really cool how they did the music in this game. And also it's just really fun. It's a game that I kind of feel bad about it, but it makes you giggle when you splat somebody on the wall, just like, and it's just, it kind of gives you one of those where it's like a little, like, man, that was really kind of fun. So I definitely have enjoyed that. It's one of those games that's easy to pick up and then walk away from.
What do you think about Umbrella Academy? I know you told me that you weren't so sure about it last time we talked.
So I really like monkeys and apes. So I was sold on it before I saw the talking ape. But as soon as the ape started talking, I was sold. I was like, I need to figure out what happens. And I believe I'm 4 episodes in, 4 or 5.
I think there's 10 episodes.
So some stuff happens. I really like the way the story's going. A lot of twists and turns, and part of me kind of wants to read the comic, but not really. I'll make that decision once I finish.
Yeah, I was thinking. I finished it actually, and I was kind of thinking the same thing. I kind of want to read the comic.
So I'll make that decision once I actually finish it. I'm sure I'll probably finish it by the time we do another episode, so I can talk about that more. But it's definitely.
I'll say that I really, really enjoyed it. I think it's good.
From what
I really think it's good.
From what I've watched, I definitely get if the TV show is this good. I definitely see why they made this into a TV show, and I'm glad they kind of waited this long because the comic's been out a while, like a couple years or longer, I think. And I'm glad they decided to wait. Excuse me.
Oh, Volume 1 is on Comixology Unlimited.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. I'm glad they decided to wait this long to have better cameras, better technology to do some of the things they do in this show. And all in all, I think it's going to go a good direction. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. And so there's something on your list that I'm curious about, but you can talk about that.
What's that?
So did you finish The Punisher?
No, I'm 5 episodes in, I believe.
Okay. Of season 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good. I was going to continue to watch it last night. Well, actually, the person that I'm watching it with asked if I wanted to continue watching it, but I had already made plans to go see Captain Marvel, so
Okay.
I didn't get to watch that. I think he watched it a couple episodes anyway, so I guess I need to catch up on that. I'm really enjoying that so far. Don't want to give any spoilers away, but I think it's really good. I don't see any distinguishable drop off from the first season, so that's good. I really did not like Daredevil season 2 that much, so I was kind of worried that it might drop off, but it seems like it has kept its pacing. As for Captain Marvel, no spoilers for that as well, but I really, really enjoyed that. It's not the best MCU movie, but I really enjoyed it. I think after I saw it, I kind of thought to myself, they actually made a good Green Lantern movie, so that's
Okay.
I enjoyed that.
That's a nice way to put it. Because the Green Lantern, aside from the movie, in the comics, they do a lot of cool stuff, and I actually like the Green Lantern. I like all the cores. Well, I don't like all the cores, but they do a lot of cool stuff with the cores in the DC comics. So I feel like that's a good compliment. I need to go see that movie. Maybe I'll see it Saturday.
It's good. I definitely recommend it. But let's move on to some more news here. Apparently, according to Engadget, people are having a lot of trouble with their with Anthem, even more trouble than we thought.
Yeah, this kind of sucks for people. It's kind of giving their PS4 like a little, it's making it a little sick.
Yeah, so a bunch of people actually, it seemed like their PS4s might have been breaking, actually, like just breaking their PS4 essentially. It seems like that may not have been the case, as Engadget has updated their article. It says, this post has been updated with details regarding the PS4 rebuild database options that has revived consoles some users thought had been bricked. EA tweeted that it's, quote, aware of the reports of a crashing info and has asked afflicted users to share their information via a system prompt or in a support form. EA tweeted out, we're aware of a crashing issue some of you have been reporting for Anthem. We're investigating and ask that you share your crash data reports when prompted. If you have, we'll be reaching out to gather info. If not, please reply to this thread on AHQ. So if you're experiencing problems with your PS4 related to Anthem, you can tweet at EA Help. Someone named Chad Robertson, I guess he works for EA. It said, also tweeted out, we're investigating reports of a rare crash with Anthem on PS4 that can cause a power down of the console. That would be terrifying. May require a restart with the power button or unplugging the console first. Working closely with Sony and have engineers on it, will update as we make progress on a fix. So, although this is obviously terrible, on top of the game not getting good reviews at all, it's people thought it was breaking their consoles, for good, but at least that does not seem to be the case. At least it seems like the consoles can be fixed. It's really weird to me that they picked this company that has never, that specializes in like single player experiences to do this.
Yeah. The one thing that stuck out to me the most about that is, one, I believe that EA is definitely like the devil when it comes to certain things, most things. But
nah, they're not that bad. They're not. I'm
I
not
guess
an EA fanboy or anything, but they're not that bad. They're not
I guess I just make them worse in my head, even though they've never.
Everyone does. I'm one of. It seems like I'm one of few people who doesn't like.
And the thing is, I have
evil incarnate.
And the thing that I have to remind myself is they've never done anything to me personally or to my games that I've played that has pissed me off or anything like that.
They've made decisions that they've shut down Visceral Games. They're not a great company.
Exactly.
But they're not like some company that's selling sex slaves or anything.
Exactly. But I really liked that EA Help did, tweet that out saying, hey, we are gathering this information. We know it's happening. Don't worry. They could have just been like, well, sucks to suck. I'm sorry that's happening to your PS4s, but whatever. So
that would have been, I don't know. That would have been dumb if they did that.
So that was my
Apparently,
thought.
it doesn't seem to have affected the sales of the game that much.
I have
a PlayStation EU blog actually said that Anthem was like the biggest selling game on PlayStation Store for February. So it doesn't seem like it's affected their bottom line as much as we might think.
I have thought about getting Anthem, even after all the reviews and listening to multiple people talk about it. It just looks really cool. But then I thought, you could just buy an Anthem poster.
Anthem. Just watch Iron Man. Just watch,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Just watch Iron Man and
or read an Iron Man comic.
It is kind of sad because BioWare is such a prolific company. Obviously, people were mad at because BioWare because Mass Effect Andromeda wasn't what they wanted. A lot of people even were upset about Mass Effect 3, but this is on a whole new level, it seems.
Well, at least it's kind of made people forget about Fallout 76.
Fallout 76 is another one almost because they although it does seem like they are going to be supporting that. It's a game that is poorly optimized. It's had so much bad marketing, but it seems like it still sold millions of copies if you believe Bethesda. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Maybe people just don't care about the quality of their multiplayer games.
Maybe not. More news from Engadget. The spiritual successor to Nintendogs is coming to Switch this spring, which is pretty cool.
This looks exactly like Nintendogs. It really does. Go look up a trailer. It's kind of hard to explain the way it looks, except to say that it looks exactly like Nintendogs.
But it's not called Nintendogs. It's called Little Friends, Dogs, and Cats. So, still super cutesy game. It looks exactly like Nintendogs, just with better graphics.
Apparently, it's called, the people that are making it are called Imagineer and Sold Out, and they are releasing an international version of Little Friends, Dogs and Cats, like Jordan said. Previously Japan-only pet simulator that is very similar to the Nintendogs game. Apparently, it has a few twists. You can care for and play with 6 breeds of puppy and 3 breeds of kittens, including 3 pets at the same time if you're up for a bit of chaos. You can also dress up your pets if playing fetch isn't cute.
I want 6 breeds of cats. Why don't we get...
name 6 breeds of cats.
I mean, I don't think as long as there's a hairless cat, I'll be happy.
It says the title reaches Europe and America or North America sometimes this spring. It'll only do so much if you wore yourself... Okay, no, we don't have to cut that. It's just saying that maybe if you played too much Nintendogs or something, you might not want to play this. I'm actually really, really excited about this game.
I might play this. I might get it. My first thought was...
Nintendogs.
Yes, I did.
Do you remember how you liked that?
I liked it a lot. I really did enjoy it. It was really cool being able to sit down with a friend and make our dogs play together. I don't know how many hours I put into it, but I do remember playing it a lot. And so to my knowledge, I know the 3DS has the whole Street Pass thing. The Switch doesn't have
3D. There's no 3D. There's no Street Pass.
Street Pass?
There's definitely no Street Pass, but there's Nintendo Online.
Okay, yeah. So it'd be cool. Now, hear me out. I don't think they might not implement this, but it'd be really cool to see if, you're passing somebody with a Switch and they have little friends and you have little friends, your dog or cats can, just go to each other's Switches, just kind of play with each other as you're passing. You don't actually have to have the Switch out, kind of just like in a sleep mode, and they just kind of pass into each other's games and send you little gifts or something. I don't know. I just thought of that, and it might be a cute little way to interact with people with this game.
Was that a thing in Nintendogs? I don't remember.
It wasn't, with Nintendogs being released on the Nintendo DS, it wasn't a Street Pass thing. You could just sit down, link your system.
Wasn't like an in-game thing, though, was it?
Well, no,
it was its own thing.
Correct. Yeah, it just kind of said, "Hey, if you have this game, here's a puzzle piece for this thing, or here's this thing for this game." Sort of a thing. They could give you, like in Monster Hunter World, for instance, if you had Monster Hunter World and I had Monster Hunter World and we both had Street Pass on and we were at a Pokemon convention or whatever, or passing each other in the wild, you could send me stuff and I could send you stuff, but it'd be like random, I guess, like different stickers or loot. I can't remember exactly what Monster Hunter would pass back and forth, but I do know it was different than just saying, hey, you got some puzzle pieces or some coins, or
Right.
you met this me. So I was thinking with little friends, it'd be cool to see pets interact with, you pull out your Switch, you're on lunch break. Oh, I passed, I don't know, so and so, and they had a
Yeah,
cat,
yeah, I could see
and
that.
their cat brought me a ribbon or a
At least
treat.
maybe at least if you're friends or something.
Exactly. So that'd be cool.
Like
I could,
if you're coworkers with somebody who also has a Switch or something, that could be cool.
yeah.
And the trailer, if you don't want to watch the trailer because it's 30 seconds, so it looks like they're gonna be this similar. You can pet and groom your animals. It looks like there's gonna be beds, so you can like customize certain aspects of the places that they live. There's gonna be events, if you remember in Nintendogs, there were like competitions and things like that where you could like throw frisbees or they could do obstacle courses and stuff. And there's also gonna be outfits and stuff that you can put on your puppers.
I could definitely see this being a really relaxing game to play,
Oh yeah.
and also,
oh, yeah.
I would totally watch some playthroughs of this.
I
So
also have like PTSD of my brother playing Nintendogs, and his dog would never listen to him, so he just constantly, oh my gosh, you could just hear Chico, Chico, constant, especially when we were in the car. Oh my god.
yeah, because the 3DS had that little mic and you could talk to it.
Yeah, exactly. I still break up in cold sweats sometimes, or wake up in the middle of the night and just. I don't remember exactly what it was in my dream, but I just hear Chico, Chico.
I just remember before I knew screen protectors were a thing, just
Oh,
playing
I destroyed
Nintendo.
your 3DS.
Oh,
DS, yeah.
yeah, it was just like doing the circle to throw the frisbee and stuff, and I was like, my screen's all scratched.
Even I obviously as a kid I didn't pay that much attention, but I still felt unless this was later than I'm thinking. Talking about Pokemon Ranger, I remember
Oh my
thinking,
gosh.
although I don't know how old I was when that came out, but I remember thinking, I don't want to play this. I feel like I'm gonna destroy my DS.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those things. I don't know if I borrowed somebody's Pokemon Ranger game or if I owned it myself. I can't remember, but I played it and it was just like it definitely did destroy your DS. Like it would, and then Pokemon Ranger came out in 2016. Sorry, 2006. 2006, not 2016.
Okay, so that was the DS. That was the original.
Yeah.
I was like,
Correct.
2016.
No, it
Holy
came
crap.
out. It came out March 23rd, 20.
Okay, so yeah, that was the original
2006.
DS.
Yeah, it was. So I'm glad they've steered away from that. Obviously, you're not going to use a stylus on the Switch and you're not going to scratch the screen. But man, some of the DS games back in the day, man, it was like doing a straight piece of metal onto a LCD
Yeah, it felt
screen.
like you were really damaging your touch screen there. Moving on to yet another piece of Nintendo news coming from Kotaku. It seems like Nintendo is actually toning down their microtransactions in their mobile games.
Yeah, so this is coming from someone that's played, I didn't play Mario, the Mario Run game or whatever, but I was pretty deep into Jagrelia Lost. That mobile game, it looked really pretty. It was a role-playing game. It's one of those collectible character games. It, came out last September, yada yada. But after a while, I was like, I'm not going to spend money on this game because I don't want to. I'm kind of done with gacha games. But it became the point of like, you have to, quote, no life this game. And that's one thing that I really, really hate about some mobile games. The fact that you have to play this game and you got to play it for X amount of hours. And that's the game you got to play. We have a friend and that's what he does. He loves, PC gaming and other stuff. But he's primarily a mobile gamer. He runs them on his PC. He has like multiple windows open all the time. And I'm like, dude, this is like, I'm not a doctor, but it is unhealthy. Mobile gaming is like insane. Some of the traps you get put into.
But that's the thing about Nintendo's mobile games. Even thus far, Dragalia Lost is really one of the only ones that's like that at all. Animal Crossing, apparently there was like a limit on how much you could spend. Mario
Exactly, which
Run,
is
you could
nice.
only spend $10. Um, they I can't think of the name of that. There's like a Tamagotchi life that they had that was apparently not very good. That Pokemon, I know Pokemon Go is like all the Pokemon games are just kind of loosely associated with Nintendo. Obviously Pokemon Go has made $1 billion. But there are other mobile game, one of their other mobile Pokemon games. It seems like you could only spend like $50 on that. And apparently, I said apparently too much. Nintendo has said that they do not want. They've actually told the people who help make their games they do not want to be too aggressive with the microtransactions. This is coming from Kotaku, but originally it came from a report by the Wall Street Journal.
So it's one of those things where Nintendo says, quote, the company is concerned it might be criticized for being greedy in smartphone games, end quote. So as someone that's played Dragalia Lost, yeah, when a new event came out, you could definitely grind the game to get the characters, to get, the stones, to summon new characters, to get, the different dragons and the new characters. They're easy to acquire. And which is really great. Nintendo said, an official at Cyber Agent, who is working on Dragalia Lost, said, quote, Nintendo is not interested in making a large amount of revenue from a single smartphone game. Quote, if we managed the game alone, we would have made a lot more, end quote. So it's interesting to see the comparison between Nintendo, a company that's like, hey, we don't really care, we just want people to enjoy games, and Cyber Agent, a company that's like, we could easily have made more money if Nintendo would have let us.
I remember trying to play this Dragalia Lost game, and the loading screen was. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong. I do remember it was like super weeaboo, and the music that it played was like
weeaboo.
And maybe I would have played it if I was at home, but I was on a bus, and I just exited it out and I never opened it again.
There you go.
It also it was such a long loading screen that it was kind of a turn off to me. But I mean, it's a very pretty game. But this is very, very interesting. Obviously, Nintendo is quoted, it's quoted that I cannot speak. It says the journal summarized the Nintendo official's thoughts as, quote, the company is concerned it might be criticized for being greedy in smartphone games. But apparently, I've seen way too much. Dragalia Lost has made like hundreds of millions of dollars. So
yeah,
even though the game is not being, I guess it's not being super aggressive with the microtransactions, it's still making a shed load of money. I'm interested to see how Mario Kart Tour will do, their mobile Mario Kart game.
Same, especially with Dr. Mario World coming out this summer.
I'm also interested in that. Yes.
I think it's going to be interesting because obviously it's going to be free to play with optional in-app purchases. So it's going to be I'm curious to see what they're going to do with these games, which would be, Nintendo seems pretty straight up about it. They're like, just enjoy our games. We don't want to make a lot of money.
Last year, Kotaku said that Mario Kart Tour was originally due for release. I'd forgotten this. Before March of this year, but obviously that did not happen.
So I think this is a good sign that Nintendo, still care.
They're not being too greedy.
Exactly. Nintendo will always care about the fans. I feel they do a wonderful job of actually putting the fans first, and this is a good sign for people that enjoy mobile games or people like me that want to get, want to maybe have a Nintendo game on their phone when for some reason their Switch dies.
I mean, maybe I should download Super Mario Run again. That's a great game. Although, I guess I deleted it for a reason.
Yeah, maybe
it's a good game. It's a good mobile game.
Maybe you got bored of it. So
I've actually also paid for it completely with my Google credit, so I didn't have to actually pay $10.
Hey, that works. There you go. So moving on to some more Nintendo news, which is from Polygon. Nintendo, that Labo thing that I'm kind of made fun of a lot, and I think it's very, very stupid. So they made a VR version of it, which doesn't look that stupid. It still looks kind of stupid, but it's kind of cool, actually. So the Labo VR kit offers, some simple shareable virtual reality experience for kids and families. So imagine a cardboard box with lenses that you put over your Switch, and then it has a handle, and you hold the Switch to your face with that. And then you connect all the different doodads to the Switch like this. This has to be some pretty hefty cardboard to be able to do all this. But
yeah, what's up?
I kind of want to try it, but I definitely don't want to spend $80 for all the stuff for it.
I mean, I don't think $80 is that bad of a price. I'm not that interested in it. It says here the Nintendo Labo VR kit is described as a, quote, unique first VR experience. I don't know what that means. That will be made on April the 12th, so it's pretty soon for Switch. The new Labo VR Toy-Con set will come in a variety of packages. It will be $80, like Jordan said, and it will include 6 Toy-Con projects, a set of VR goggles, a rocket launcher like a blaster, a camera, a bird, a wind pedal, and an elephant. There will also be an additional screen holder and safety cap included. For those who are not interested in the full line of VR Live accessories, Nintendo also released a starter kit, including the VR hardware and a blaster Toy-Con at $39.99. To complete the starter kit, Nintendo will release 2 expansion packs, $20 each, one of which will include the elephant camera, and the other of which will include the wind pedal and the bird.
Well, they had me at rocket launcher because obviously it's not legal for me to own a real rocket launcher, so why not get one I can use in the video game? But then they lost me when they started talking about birds, wind pedals, and elephants, so I'm out.
Well, you don't have to get all of it.
I know. So I'll probably watch a YouTube video on it, but also I don't know if I can just...
This is mainly for like kids, I think, trying to get into
VR and
STEM and VR and stuff for the first time.
Okay, I'm looking at a picture of this kid using a rocket launcher. I mean, it looks kind of cool, actually. But, okay, like one Joy-Con is in the barrel and the other Joy-Con is like...
yeah, that does look kind of cool.
Huh.
I mean, I do think that Labo is interesting. It's just not for me, I think, in the long run. Because you build it and it's cool, and then what do you do with it?
Exactly. It takes up space. What if somebody scrunches it, steps on it, Yeah,
I mean, don't put it... You're not going to want to put this on the floor, and then...
Exactly.
I guess you want to put it up, but where do you put it? That being said, it's interesting. And, I mean, it has been rumored that Nintendo... I think that they had some sort of patent for VR, so I wonder if this had anything to do with that, or if this was a small part of it, or what.
Maybe. It's one of those things where...
To PlayStation, though, according to Kotaku, PlayStation 4 VR 6.50 officially brings remote play to iOS. That's right. The days of paying for a premium app to remote play PlayStation 4 games on iPhones and iPads is over. Today, that's right, right now. 6.50 PS4 firmware update enables game streaming between console and the newly released PS4 Remote Play app. PlayStation 4 owners have been able to remote play their games on iOS device for a couple of years now via applications like RPlay, a popular third-party solution. Okay, I've never heard of that. For $12, the official PS4 Remote Play app available now does the same thing, only for free. Just go download the app, pair it with your PS4 over the network, and you're good to go. This is kind of cool.
I honestly didn't...
I'm sorry?
Honestly didn't know that iOS users didn't have this until now.
I don't think Android users have it.
Do we not have remote play?
If Apple doesn't have something, Android does not.
Okay, good point.
Like
good point.
I'm as far as like third party stuff like this, stuff does not come to Android first.
First, let's see what your day looks
Hang on. Shut up, Google.
Right now in Gulf, stores at 70
What?
and cloudy.
What is good? I thought you were telling one of your people in your house to shut up.
No, my Google just started talking, so I just ripped the cord out
I
of
guess
it.
I can check to see if it's on Android real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, because I'm curious because
PlayStation Remote.
I know they
Sometimes it comes to Android. Do what?
I know they have the second screen app, which is I'm pretty sure it is remote play.
That's not Android. Or that's not Sony. That's like Google. Right?
No, they have the second
Yeah,
the
this is definitely not Sony.
Okay.
I don't think.
What, the PlayStation remote screen, the second screen?
Maybe it is.
Yeah, because I know I can control my PlayStation with it. Like, I can turn it on rest mode.
Can you play video games on it?
I honestly have not tried it.
That's what this is. This is you can
Okay.
play video games on it.
Gotcha. Well, maybe the PlayStation app can actually do that, but I haven't tried it. I'll have to let y'all know and see what happens.
It looks like there might be a way to do it, but I can't tell if this is
It or not.
official or not. Obviously, every once in a while, the Android does get something first. They do a lot of stuff first on their own, but because at least in the Western world, it seems like there are more iPhones than Androids. They get preferential treatment a lot.
Exactly. I think this is great for iOS users. I know a lot of people
awesome. I'm not gonna complain.
iPhones and iPads. Hey, you could do this on your iPad. So
I have an iPad, so I might have some games I want to try to do that on.
that'd be pretty cool. I know one thing I'm excited to try out is remote play using the PS Vita. I don't know how I'm going to play, or even if I have any games that do that. But
they all do it. It's not like a feature. It's not a feature of the game.
Perfect.
It's a feature of the console. They should all do it.
Oh, that's going to be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, I would love to play like Fallout or something on my iPad or something. So
that'd be really cool. So I think this is great news. The app looks really clean as well from the screenshots I'm seeing. I think it's going to be a great thing for iOS users. So good for them. So apparently EA is not going to be at E3 this year. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
it's coming
people just keep falling off. Sony, EA. I don't know. I don't know what to think about all this. Really, I don't know if E3 is getting kind of going by the wayside or what. Hello.
Sorry, I was drinking water as you were talking, but that's fine. This is coming from IGN. So, you might be wondering, what if you're a big EA fan, and you want to know more?
Who's a big EA fan?
Well, I guess they think they have some fans because they're doing EA Play 2019.
Fans, mostly FIFA fans.
FIFA is a really good game. So EA Play 2019 will be happening June 7th through the 9th, which is kind of cool.
It says 8th through the 9th, from what I can tell. EA Fan Fest will be held on June 8th and 9th.
Okay, cool. Oh, the 7th is for
it's a kickoff
event.
Okay.
Yeah, kickoff event.
Okay.
So, but correct for the average Joe, normal people, whatever you want to call them, people like us, it's going to be 8th and 9th. That'd be kind of cool. It's going to have there's going to be live streams from what they're calling the Creators Cave at Hollywood Platinum.
Wait,
sure.
Hollywood
there's going to be live broadcasts.
Oh, okay, at the Hollywood Palladium is what I would say.
Sure, that's how we can say it. EA didn't say which games will be available to play. The free event will offer hands-on and exclusive content from some of the more popular creators in the world. So it's kind of cool to see what's going to happen there. I'm sure there'll be some Anthem news, and who knows, Battlefield.
I wonder what they mean by some of the most popular creators in the world.
I'm sure maybe it's all about FIFA. That's like the whole thing.
Just a bunch of FIFA live streamers.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some people get pretty intense playing some FIFA.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do. But I will be interested to see if they have Anthem news. Obviously, I would hope that they have Anthem news because it seems like that game needs a lot of work. But Apex news, maybe they have Dragon Age news. The Star Wars game that's supposed to be coming out this year.
Exactly, but their Star Wars is having their own little celebration before EA Play.
A separate thing out of their separate thing.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Which is really weird. Yeah. Star Wars is getting it's like their Star Wars celebration thing, which is supposed to happen, I believe, sometime in April, if I remember right. So, it's one of those things where it's Yeah,
So they're not gonna talk about. I bet they talk about Star Wars at E3.
no, I'm sure they are, but the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is more information on that's gonna be revealed at their Star Wars celebration on April 13th. So we'll definitely be sure to tell y'all about that, just so y'all know. But mark your calendars. I'm sure there'll be a live stream somewhere of that for you to check out, as well as a live stream of this EA Play 2019. So this also has me.
Xbox is pretty much going to be there on their own. So I mean, I would definitely want to take advantage of that if I was Microsoft.
Exactly, and part of me, I was really, really bummed. I talked earlier in the year, or earlier in 2018. I was planning on going to E3 2019. It's going to be the year I'm going to go. And now I'm really glad that I didn't
spend a bunch of money.
Exactly. I'm glad I didn't buy the tickets and make the trip. So I'm really glad that I didn't end up going, because my main thing is I wanted to see Sony. I wanted to see, some of the other companies that aren't going to be there, and I'm really glad that I didn't financially screw myself by going.
I would assume that they'll be back later in the coming years, unless E3 just ends up dying. I don't know. I don't know if it's a sign of something or if it's just like an off year or what.
I don't know. Who knows? I could definitely see E3 becoming strictly digital, and it becoming like a digital thing. Everybody films all their stuff, and they just send it in. They chop it all together, put it up,
That's what Nintendo does.
Yeah, I mean, and it works great for Nintendo.
Yeah, it does. They don't have any weird, awkward things because it's already pre-filmed.
Exactly. It's not just like, oh no, the camera's not working or the mic's off, and so it's different stuff like that. So, at least we're still getting information about E3. I think EA's doing some cool stuff. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the Star Wars game, and I'll probably read some notes on EA Play, and I'll definitely keep my ears to the ground when it comes to E3.
Yeah, so. I'm definitely going to watch E3. I'll probably watch this EA Play thing. But that's really it as far as the news. As obviously, we may have missed something, and as I am leaving earlier, or we're doing this earlier than we normally do, because I do, like I said, have to. I'm going to go spend some time with my mom for her birthday. So we might miss something if something comes out later. But so we apologize for that. But that seems like about all the news we have. We do have some deals as always. You can go get the PlayStation Classic for probably still too expensive, but it is down to $40. So that's significant. How did they do this so wrong?
I don't know.
I don't understand how they did this so wrong.
I will not be buying one until it hits $20.
I'm not gonna buy one. I'm just not gonna buy one. If I bought one of these, I'll just say it. If I bought one of these, I would just mod it and get like literally every. There's like YouTube videos of people getting every. PlayStation game.
Everything. Yeah.
So I would probably just do that. But this is just a horrible, horrible product, and they should honestly be ashamed of themselves for.
I 100% agree.
What is this Call of Duty Black Ops thing? I know that there's like a process you have to go through to get it, isn't there?
I have no clue, honestly.
You're the one that put it in the news.
I might have done it when I was super sleepy.
Call of Duty.
I do that sometimes.
Oh boy. Let me look this up. Call of Duty.
I honestly forgot that I put this in the news, and I straight thought you did, but that's okay.
Black Ops 4 free. Let me check this out.
Thank you for correcting my mistake.
I'm not seeing this.
Okay.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
It might not be free.
I think. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I found it. This is really weird.
Okay.
Actually.
How weird is it? What do you got to do? Oh, I remember now. Is this the thing that you got to do TurboTax with, and then you end up getting?
It's H&R Block.
That, yeah. Okay. I did put this in there.
So I'm just gonna read this.
Yeah, that's
if you want
easiest.
to, you can probably just search Call of Duty Black Ops 4 H&R Block and get this. But I'm gonna go ahead and read it. It says here, this is from GameSpot, by the way. H&R Block seems to be targeting gamers this tax season with an unusual selection of promotion for their tax preparation software. If you browse the selection of software downloads on Newegg, you'll notice it's offering a free game download when you purchase one of H&R Block's products. We're talking games like Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Battlefield 5, Borderlands 2 and Bioshock Infinite. Those last two are really weird and random.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
games,
they are.
but random. Excuse me. It says here the tech software that comes with games range from $40 to $80, with Call of Duty Black Ops 4 for PS4 listed alongside one of the most expensive software auctions. If you're interested in taking advantage of these deals, there's a code that makes a few of these products cheaper, and thankfully, 3-day shipping is included. These deals are marked as limited offers, so there's no telling how long they'll be up. So you can buy H&R Block Tax Software Deluxe 2018 Federal only, and that comes with a download code for Battlefield 5 on PC, and it's $29.99 with the code, and you can get the H&R Block Tax Software Deluxe Plus State 2018, and that comes with Black Ops for PS4 or Xbox One for $45, and then there's a code. I guess I can list the code. The code for Battlefield 5 on PC is going to be EMCTWTU48, and the code for Black Ops 4 is going to be EMCTWTU48. And like I said, those are just going to get you a deal on those codes, I believe, or on those software deals. So I guess if you're going to do your taxes anyway and you're going to go to H&R Block, there's a really weird way you can get some games with that. That's very, very strange.
Yeah, moving on to some less complicated news. If you have Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo Online, whatever you want to call it, you can get Kid Icarus and Star Tropics this month for free. So check those out. And finally, the last game on our deals list is Slime Rancher.
When I first heard this, I just immediately thought, not Slime Rancher, I thought Jolly Rancher. No, I thought of whatever the name of that game is. Rancher. You know what I'm talking about. I know you do.
Billy Hatcher? Harvest Moon. Stardew Valley.
The game has the name Rancher in it. Why would I?
I don't know. Ranch dip? Pizza.
I hate
want
you so
pizza.
much. I really do. It's not Slime Rancher. There's another Rancher game, and that's bothering me.
Just type in Rancher video game.
The what?
Just type in Rancher video game on Google and see what comes up.
Rancher. What if it brings up a bunch of Rancher games?
I mean, it might bring up all the farming.
That's what I thought.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But it is not that. I wish it was that. This is like a weird shooter type game. But anyway, if you have Epic Game Store, you can get it for free.
Yep, I queued it up to get for free. It's probably going to download after we're done with this podcast, probably. And that's the show. That's it. That's all we got. We appreciate y'all listening. Let's roll into this outro, which I'm already in. So, we'd love it so much if you would rate and subscribe to the show on wherever you listen to podcasts, especially if you listen on iTunes. Give us a 5-star review. Let us know what you think about the show. If you'd like to reach out to the show, you can by interacting with us on social media. The podcast has a Twitter, One Up Me Podcast on Twitter. If you want to interact with me on Twitter, it's @Swaylock. If you want to get a hold of Ryan, it's @RyanDivisions. The podcast also has an Instagram, @OneUpMeGaming. On Instagram, you're more than welcome to email the show, oneupmepodcast@gmail.com. If you would like to support us, you can support us on patreon.com/oneupme. That would be greatly appreciated. You can get the podcast early and a couple other doodads on there. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you to the Heatley Brothers for our intro and outro, and thank you to Alicia for our logos. We really do appreciate y'all and everything y'all do to help the show out. Thank you, Ryan, for being here. Thank myself for being here. And that's the show. We hope y'all have an awesome week. Let us know on Twitter what you've been playing, the games you're excited for, if you're going to be getting
next week
Nintendogs.
Is spring break for me, and I'm guessing a lot of other colleges. So I'm super excited. I'm going to play a bunch of video games, although I do have a little bit of homework. So I guess if you're going on spring break, tell us what you're playing.
Exactly. What you're playing on the go. Tell us if you're one of those people that travels with a PS4 or an Xbox One, which still blows my mind that people do. But, sometimes...
I used to, like if I was going to on like a vacation for a week or something, I would bring my PS4 in my suitcase.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I think I did that with a PS2 once. But
I mean,
you
a
know,
lot of times my family would go to the beach, and I don't like the beach,
Yeah.
so they would like get mad at me because I would never go outside. And I was just like, I don't like the beach, so stop going to the beach and maybe I'll come outside.
there you go. Well, you know, if you're traveling, travel safe. And if you're gaming, play on.
That's pretty good.
Thanks. I just thought of it right now.